The Knights Templar, a somewhat controversial topic to most people. So many myths and legends surround this order, it is usually impossible to separate fact from legend. Fortunately, only the main legends ever stick, and the ones that are just too impossible to believe get washed away with time. Today, we're going to take a look at the best-known ones. First and foremost is the legend of the Holy Grail. This is, without a doubt, the most well-known Templar legend. Most people know the story that says the Holy Grail was the cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper, and that it was later used by Joseph of Arimathea to collect Jesus' blood when he was crucified. However, that is not where the Grail truly gets its fame. According to the Camelot Project at the University of Rochester, the Holy Grail actually first came into popular culture during the 12th century with the stories and tales of King Arthur and Camelot. In the writings, the knight Percival is tasked with finding the Grail for Camelot. Interestingly enough, if one looks at the Last Supper, they will not find a single cup anywhere on the table. This is highly puzzling, as the Holy Grail was supposed to be one of the most important things at the Last Supper, yet it isn't shown. The lack of a cup at the table has led to another very interesting theory. If one looks at the figure immediately to the left of Jesus, it actually appears to be Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is a very interesting figure during this time. Her entire story isn't actually known, but there are rumors surrounding her life. The two most famous of them being that she was a prostitute and that she was the wife of Jesus. Also, in the Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown purports that Mary actually is the Holy Grail, and she was supposedly carrying the child of Jesus. None of these claims can actually be proven true, and only recently has she's been proved to not have been a prostitute. Another popular Templar myth is that of their hidden treasure. Supposedly, there lies hidden a large cache of treasure belonging to the Templars. Legend goes that before the Templars were arrested by Philip the Fair of France on Friday the 13th, the Templars gathered up the vast majority of their enormous wealth and hid it away. When the king went to confiscate the treasure, there was none to be found, as apparently the main Templar band had been tipped off ahead of time and the treasure was loaded up on wagons, shipped to Port La Rochelle, stored on Templar ships, and never seen again. Theories as to where the treasure is or where the Templar feet left to are a dime a dozen, but that's all they are, just theories. No evidence of where such a treasure could have gone exists, but that still doesn't stop treasure hunters looking to strike it rich. Next, the Templars are reported to have the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant is supposedly the vessel used to store and transport the original 10 Commandments as written by Moses. According to most historians, the last known location of the Ark was at Solomon's Temple, before the Babylonians destroyed it. Therefore, the legend was probably first created by the Templars themselves, as they claim to have been based at the site of Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem. It would make sense then for the Ark to be there, only it was never found. The Ark is one of the holiest artifacts in the Bible, yet no true leads on where it might be exist. The last artifact associated with the Templars is the True Cross. While definitely not as well known, the True Cross is no less important to Christian history. The True Cross is better known as the cross that Christ was crucified on. As such, while not having supposedly divine power such as the Ark and the Grail, the True Cross is still a very important artifact. Supposedly, the True Cross was split into pieces, which the Templars somehow came to possess. Since this is the cross Jesus was crucified on and later resurrected, the cross has come to be seen as something of a miracle. Although, like all the other legends of the Templars, nobody knows if it exists and if it does, where it's at. Finally, the last of the Templar legends is that the Templars being directly associated with the Freemasons. This is perhaps the most dubious of all the legends, as it is all based on a single source of information, Baphomet. During the trials and tortures of the Templars, several admitted to worshipping the idol Baphomet. Oddly enough, Baphomet is one of the most prominent figures in Freemasonry. Obviously, though, the mention of a single figure is not enough to tie the Freemasons and Knights Templar together, although people will always try, and there will always be conspiracies about the two. The Knights Templar are one of the most mysterious orders of all time. Historians and treasure hunters alike will always be searching for information on the Templars. Searches and investigations are being done right now, some in the fields, others behind closed doors. However, until any concrete truths come about, the Knights Templars will truly remain a mystery. For more information on the True Cross, please visit http://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/true_cross. For more information about the Templar treasure, please visit http://natgeo.tv.com/uk/templars-lost-treasure. For more information about Mary Magdalene, please visit http://www.smithsonianmag.com/history archaeology/magdalene.html. Thanks for listening.